All right, let's roll into the pro tip of the week. So we're going to talk about, as we talked about passwords at the end, we're going to talk about password managers. Now, you've heard me mention this, or a password manager or password vault. Key considerations you need to consider. Secure location to store your username and password. Okay, so we talked about it could be a spreadsheet, could be a password protected spreadsheet, but I would avoid the title of using passwords.xls. Okay, just, like Excel spreadsheet is it's a .xls, like a document is .doc or dox. Well, don't label your Excel spreadsheet passwords. Just don't do it. Okay, bad idea. Even if you go ahead and put a password on it to protect your passwords, just don't label it passwords. Does that make any sense, or is that kind of a circle? All right. Anyway, so if you haven't noticed through these podcasts, I do get ADD once in a while and just kind of zing off into left field. But understand, passwords, don't label them XLS. All right. Online cloud providers, they are a great idea. Super awesome place to be able to store your passwords. However, keep in mind, if they're available to you, they're available to everybody. If you save your passwords in a password vault in the cloud, and you use a very common username that you always would use, and you use a really simple, goofy password like monkey, you're gonna get it stolen. Don't do it. Just say no. Don't do it. So if you're gonna go and store your stuff in the cloud, make sure your username, if you can, make it unique. If you cannot, at a minimum, make your passwords really long and make it a passphrase so that you can remember it, right? So you don't want to have a file on your computer saying, hey, this is my password manager password, and I copy paste. That kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? What you want to do is make it a passphrase that you would remember. Take a line out of a movie and go use it with upper and lower case and make it long. And if you do that, that will protect you from your site, okay? Or at a minimum, if you're gonna write it down, put it in a little book at your desk and make sure that you've got that capability, okay? Now, we'll get into two-factor authentication, which is actually a really good add-on to these password managers. That'll be in future episodes, but do that, all right? Again, though, stick with reputable managers. Don't go with a fly-by-night company. If you try to do something and look at a fly-by-night, something that just kind of popped up, you run the risk of putting all of your passwords in somebody else's password manager that could turn around and steal it and use it against you. So stick with reputable companies, okay? And you can Google search them.